We used to think that work is an office, a factory, or at least something understandable. But there are professions in the world that sound like a joke, or as a fake from the internet. People are actually paid money to sniff armpits, stand in queues instead of others, test coffins, or sleep for weeks under cameras. And the strangest thing is that these works are not from the past or from fiction. They exist right now. Today, the top 10 strangest works that really exist. And to the first place, many will say, I couldn't stand a day. 10th place, professional queue attendant. We start with a job that seemed harmless, until you know the details. In some countries, especially in the USA and Japan, there are people who are hired to stand in queues for new gadgets, limited goods, documents, tickets, sales. The job looks simple. Come in early in the morning, get in line, and stand for hours, sometimes for days. The client arrives at the last moment and just takes your place. The payment is hourly and sometimes fixed for successfully standing up. The toughest is the weather, the ban on leaving, and conflicts with other people who don't believe you're here for work. 9th place, professional armpit sniffer. Yes, this is a real profession. Major brands of deodorant and cosmetics hire people whose job it is to evaluate human body odors. These specialists sniff the armpits, clothes, and skin before and after using the products, comparing the intensity of the odor. The job requires perfect sense of smell, a stable psyche, and a complete lack of squeamishness. Sometimes the tests last for several hours in a row. The smells are far from the most pleasant. And yes, they pay good money for it because no device can replace a human nose. 8th place, animal feed taster. The next profession shocks everyone who hears about it for the first time. There are people who try cat and dog food. They don't smell it, they just taste it. The task is to evaluate the texture, salinity, the bitterness, the aftertaste. Why? Because the food should not only be healthy for the animal, but also acceptable to the taste of the owner who buys it. As a rule, such tasters do not swallow the food but spit it out, but the fact of the work itself still sounds strange. 7th place, professional mourner. This profession has been around for thousands of years and is still relevant. In some countries, people are hired to cry at funerals, funeral ceremonies, and commemorative events. Their task is to create an atmosphere of grief, to enhance the emotional perception of what is happening. Sometimes mourners know the deceased, and sometimes they see them for the first time. A good professional can cry on command, shout, fall into hysterics, and do it as convincingly as possible. For some cultures, this is considered the norm. For others, it looks creepy. 6th place, tester of extreme attractions. Yes, before you board the scariest ride in the park, someone has to ride it first, and more than once. There are professional amusement park testers who check roller coasters, free fall towers, extreme carousels. Their task is to understand how scary is it, where people lose their bearings, where panic is possible. Sometimes they ride 20 to 30 times in a row, experiencing overload, dizziness, and nausea. They pay well for it, but not everyone can withstand even the first shift. 5th place, professional poison taster. This profession sounds like a deadly risk, and it partly is. There are specialists who work with microdoses of poisons and toxins to check their effect on the body. Of course, this is not a drink and see. Everything happens under strict medical supervision. Such people are involved in the development of antidotes, medicaments, means of protection. The doses are so small that they don't kill, but they make it clear how the substance acts on the body. A mistake here can cost your life, so the demands on your health and psyche are exorbitant. 4th place, professional bird scarecrow. It would seem that a scarecrow is a stick and an old shirt, but in reality, everything is more complicated. There are people working at airports and farms whose job it is to scare birds away so that they don't get into aircraft engines and destroy crops. They use special sounds, signal flares, drones, and even trained birds of prey. The job seems strange, but flight safety and people's lives depend on it. 3rd place, professional caretaker of solitude. One of the most psychologically difficult professions. There are people who work as caretakers of remote facilities, lighthouses, weather stations, and research bases, sometimes in complete isolation for months, without the internet, without live communication, with a limited connection to the world. Their job is to keep an eye on the equipment and just not go crazy. Many admit that the most difficult is the silence and the absence of people. Second place, professional sleep tester. Yes, they do pay money for sleep. People are hired to sleep in sleep labs, where the pulse is measured, breath, brain activity, movements in a dream. Such tests help to study insomnia, stress, and the effects of gadgets on the brain. Some contracts last for weeks, and the conditions are strict. No phone, no regime at will, and no unauthorized awakenings. It would seem like a dream, but many people can't stand the lack of self-control. First place, professional disaster observer. There are people whose job it is to observe disasters. They're called disaster spotters. They go to hurricanes, tornadoes, volcanic eruptions, floods. Their task is to record what is happening, measure parameters, and transmit data to scientists and rescue services. They stand as close to danger as possible, but they don't cross the line. A mistake can cost lives. This is one of the most adrenaline-pumping professions in the world, and only fanatics of their work go into it. All these professions sound like fiction, but they exist because someone has to do something that others will never agree to. And now, the main question. Which of these jobs would you take if you were offered good money? Write in the comments. I'm interested to see how many brave souls are here.